Hey guys, welcome to today's vlog. It's a simple, common, well-known topic in the autism community, but due to a conversation I just had with two parents that recently had their child diagnosed and they were going through that season, I felt compelled just to throw this video out there again. I know it's all over YouTube, but I'm just gonna do my little dad twist on it and give the little information that I know. Because it was interesting. I found myself talking to these parents, and I dug into my old toolbox and I pulled out a lot of information that I forgot I had, because Jaden's 11, so we've kind of been down that season and down that road with respite care, and I found myself, guiding and helping them, and I was like, maybe I should make a video on it. So here I am talking about respite care. So what is respite care? How do you get respite care? And then what are the perks and why is it important to get respite care? So what is respite care? Respite care, generic answer is just, it's a period of relief. It's a break. That's it. A lot of people get confused with what it means. It's just a break for the parents, and it's also a break for your child. Okay, a lot of people forget about that. Your child finds it a break because the dynamic changes, and if they get along with that caregiver, aka babysitter, but they are a trained babysitter, okay, then it works wonders for your child, and your child has a blast, and that gives them a change of pace. So that's all respite is. It's just a break, guys. Couple hours here and there. It all depends on what you go with, what you choose with, whether it's just an hour stint or a 3-hour stint. All depends on your dynamic and what you're comfortable doing. How to get respite care. Now this all depends on the states. We're in Ohio, so I'm just going to speak on how Ohio works. But in Ohio, it's county-based. Our first house we lived in was income-based, and then we moved to this house, and it was still income-based. But it's not like that in every single county. So when Jaden's now 11, and at that time, though, he was, I believe, 5 or 6 years old, and my wife applied for the voucher. It's called a voucher here in Ohio, and you get a voucher, and because we were under income, you got a voucher every quarter for a certain amount of money, and then you can use that money towards a caregiver. And it was very nice. We used every penny, I'm not gonna lie. But that was one. It was income based. And then when Marty went back to work, we went above the threshold. We were too high, we didn't get it. So the other options, if you make too much money, is one, which I know this is rare, is free groups or communities that give respite care. Now I know that's hard to find, and I've heard a lot of people say that, because my wife and I are starting a church respite care here shortly with our church. Fingers crossed, let's hope it goes well and we can help out a lot of people. But our idea is that there's not enough respite care around, and we're hoping to just give parents a short relief. So if you guys have any type of free community, try to look it up around your area, Google it, but that is hard to find, but that is an option. Third would be insurance. Another rare one, doesn't really work too well here in Ohio. But every state's different. And again, autism sometimes will fall under the mental health category, and insurances will cover it and back you on that. And the fourth one, which no one really wants to hear, out of your own pocket. And this is something we actually chose to do after we got denied our respite voucher here in Ohio. So we were enjoying the whole respite bit so much that we're like, we need to continue this, because it was going well for Jaden, it was going well for Marty and I. So we went on care.com, which is known for babysitters, but care.com has advanced to the point where now they have trained, certified respite care providers. Okay, so they're providers. If you want to call them babysitters, whatever it is, they are highly qualified. And we fell in love with one, and it got to the point where after a year, we were actually letting her take Jaden out of the house and going on little field trips to parks, pools, etc., because she was that good. She was very affordable. So I recommend care.com for you new parents out there. Check it out. They have like background checks. They have everything. It is a very legit site now, with how far they've come. And that was years ago when we used it. So now it's probably even more advanced with the whole background bit. Because I know as parents, that's the big thing, is trusting our kids with someone, especially if they're nonverbal like ours. Jaden is nonverbal, so it's like you leave him alone, what's going to happen? Well, my kid can't tell me what goes on, right? So I know what you parents are thinking. It's up to you, though. To each their own. Madi interviewed plenty of candidates, and she found one that she absolutely loved, and it worked out for 2 years. And we used her 2 days a week for 3 hours, and it was well worth it. So that is the what, and that is the how, okay? Real quick, going over the how is it's income-based, free communities, insurance, or out of pocket. And then the second half is why. Why do respite care? Because we're human. We all need breaks. Do not be super mom. Do not be super dad. Don't think that you can just go and go and go and be the Energizer Bunny. That is not healthy for anyone in the household, especially if you're married. I say this with pride, not boasting, but I love what my wife and I do regarding this topic. I'm very, very proud of us and how we focus on our marriage, and we make sure, whether it's a family member who has some training, who's watching Jay, or a respite care worker, we've made sure we have our time. All right? And the reason it's so important is because it's a ripple effect, okay? Throughout the house. If my wife is burnt out, and then it's going to affect me, and she's going to be on edge more, and she's going to be more stressed from Jaden's meltdowns, and then it's going to be thrown onto the kids, and then I'm going to be possibly grumpy, and then I'm going to throw it onto the kids or throw it onto my wife. And we're all human. We all need breaks. But most importantly, when married, you need to stay connected. You need to stay intimate. And I just don't mean in the physical sense. You need to stay intimate in the mental and emotional sense, where you're out dating. You're out going for a walk. You're doing something without your kids around. For me, I'm a guy. I can turn that switch off pretty easy, but a lot of moms, they're in the house and they're trying to hang out with your husband alone. They're still thinking kid. Right? That's how my wife works. But as soon as we go away, either if it's down the street to get ice cream and someone's watching Jaden and she's confident, she is she's at peace and she's focusing on me. And it is so, so important, guys, to just do that. Go on date nights, right? Date your wife. Go out, whether it's a movie, and I'm kind of stumbling here because I was thinking about something else, but whether it's movie, coffee, a walk, anything, going somewhere at a park and just sitting there in silence. Do those things. Find time for yourself, because if you guys crumble, then everything in the household crumbles. So stay focused on your marriage and use respite care. Use care.com if you have to. If you don't have the finances, then please try to, make something work with maybe a niece or a nephew, a sister-in-law, a sister or a brother, anything of the grandparents. Just find some time. Studies have shown that even 1 hour a week of respite care does wonders. I don't know the exact statistic, but I do remember reading that 1 hour does wonders for a marriage. And I believe it. Just having that mental break and that reconnection with your spouse, thumbs up. It has worked for us beautifully over the years. And then again, the other side that no one really talks about, yes, the parents need it. We all need it. But Jaden needed it. And we saw how he needed it. And he would flourish with it. And he'd be laughing and having a ball. And you can see that it was a different dynamic for him. And he took to the caregiver so much that he looked forward to her coming. So in that sense, I think we tend to forget about that, especially because Jaden was nonverbal. So you're like, you can't tell us, oh my gosh, I had the best time ever. It was fantastic. We did this, we did that, right? Jaden can't tell us that. So him being nonverbal, we tend to forget about it, but then when seeing him come home with a huge smile, him missing her when she left, those were tells right there that he was enjoying it as much as we were enjoying going out. So it's 50-50, guys. It's not just, important for you and your spouse. It's important for the child. And if you're not married, you still need it. So please don't think I'm like forgetting about any single parents out there. You still need a break. Same applies. Nothing's changed. You need a break. You need time apart. Coffee shop, movie, whatever. Go do it. Find time for yourself and just get the heck out of the house, everybody. Okay? I hope this video has served you well. This, again, was a topic that has been very, very important in our marriage. And it's probably saved our marriage, to be honest. Because when you have a severe child on the spectrum with a mental disability, there's those days where you're just, there's those weeks. What am I talking about? There are periods and seasons that you go through that are so hard, and we're only human. Don't ever feel guilty that you need to have a break. I guess that's something big you need to get over, okay? Put that pride aside and understand that we all need breaks. I have no problem saying, baby, let's go out. We need a break. You need a break. And we do. And it works out great. Yes, it hurts our budget at times, but it saves our marriage. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important, folks. So, I hope that helps a little bit. What is respite care? How do you get respite care? And what are the perks of respite care? That is a dad's perspective on it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd love to follow my family and all of our craziness that we do, subscribe below. Hit the bell for notifications. And if any comments or questions below, put them in there. I messed that up. If you have any comments, put them below. That sounds a little better. All right, guys. Till next time. See ya.